Good Thursday evening, Southeast Texas. Hope you and your family are doing well. Looking good for Friday night football. At this point, it looks like any shower and thunderstorm activity will pretty much be winding down at 7 p.m. kickoff time. Expected to be in the low 80s by the end of the game, into the mid 70s under partly cloudy skies, a light south wind. A little bit of calendar confusion coming up next week. Strong upper level blocking high pressure will build over Texas, and that will inch afternoon highs up into the mid 90s. Could be a little bit warmer than that as fall begins officially coming up on Thursday. Not going to feel like fall in Southeast Texas. Rain chances here the next few days, looking like a 20, maybe 30% coverage. Yes, I always am a little wishy-washy on that because modeling just does not have that ability to hone it exactly down. It could be a 10, 20, maybe 30% coverage coming up tomorrow. We do think that rain chance is going to go down on Monday, and then with the high building on in, looks like next to nothing coming up the middle to latter part of next week. Otherwise, moisture levels have been very low. Dew points, a measurement of how much moisture in the air, have been in the 50s, and that made it feel pretty comfortable. Look at this. We're well into the 60s and in some spots in the 70s tomorrow. So what does that mean? It means the muggies are coming back to Southeast Texas. And we can see that right now off towards our southwest. We'll get a taste of that in the form of some showers coming up tomorrow. In the tropics, I think we're in excellent shape right now, even though we have a tropical storm in the central Atlantic. This is Fiona, and it's about 400 plus miles to the east of the Leeward Islands, as you can see. Look at all the shower and thunderstorm activity well displaced to the east of the center of circulation. That means shear is quite an issue for this storm. Otherwise, the storm is expected to head towards the islands over the next couple of days, maybe south of Puerto Rico late Saturday. Then it begins turning towards the north. And the question is, when does it really turn towards the north? We think it's going to go around this high off towards our east. You can see the high over the Bermuda High, basically. So it's going to basically curve around it. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, there is a small chance it could go to the west. If it does, it would have to go underneath this high. This is Tuesday of next week. So we've got blocking high pressure over us. And if it does go west, then it would have to go under the high. I think that's the lower probability, and this will likely do something like this. So I think we're in fine shape as far as Fiona goes. Tonight, looking at mostly clear skies, a little more humid, a little warmer, not as cool. I think we'll get down in the mid 60s lakes and into the upper 60s to lower 70s in the triangle. Then tomorrow, 20, maybe 30% coverage for the triangle, 10 to 20% coverage in the lakes area. High temperatures should reach about 90 degrees. On the Gulf of Mexico, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 to 3 feet in your coastal marine forecast tomorrow. We'll see easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots, water temperature 84. Our forecast tonight, not as cool under mostly clear skies. We'll go with the mid 60s in the lakes to the upper 60s to near 70 here in the triangle. Then tomorrow, looking at increasing humidity, high temperatures close to 90 in a 20 to 30% coverage triangle, 10 to 20% coverage in the lakes area. And that's really going to be the story the next 3 days. Fairly low rain chances. I wouldn't cancel any plans this weekend. Just going to be hot and humid, no doubt about that. Maybe an isolated shower coming up on Monday. Then calendar confusion, as we've been saying, as highs reach the mid, possibly upper 90s, as fall begins coming up on Thursday. And that's because of that blocking high building right over Texas, thankfully, and that may carry through the following weekend on the 10-day forecast. Download our app. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.